Welcome back to another episode of Kieah's Take. Tonight we are talking about a woman who went to a Chris Brown concert and pretty much did what I think would be something questionable. I'd love to hear what you guys got to think about this video, but let's jump right into it and see what she got to say about it.
So I'm normally not one to come on here and talk or speak. So this is kind of awkward for me, but we're going to get through it. So I've been obviously getting a lot of questions and a lot of DMs about how that whole thing went down and what happened and how everything came into play. Let me preface this by saying that no, my husband is not actually upset. He wasn't mad at all. He was actually very, very happy. Um, and I texted my family about it, after it happened and everything, and he was like, it was actually a sweet moment. So I thought that was really sweet that he decided to say that, and he let me have my moment. So the question I've been getting asked the most is about the tickets and where we were sitting and where we were at. A lot of people think it's in the pit, but it's not. My husband actually got the tickets for me as a Mother's Day gift, so shout out to him for that. We normally go to Chris Brown concerts all the time, so this isn't anything new for us. Normally we sit front row, but this year we decided to sit by stage B. It was the Barstools, the Diamond Barstool package, which 10 out of 10, honestly. They had seats up there. You were able to have a little drink token. I really enjoyed that aspect of everything. And they had a waiter that was coming around giving drinks. So I normally don't drink at a Chris Brown concert. I normally never drink, but I was a little tipsy, so the very first thing that happened, so Chris and Usher obviously did their thing. 10 out of 10 show. Me and my husband had a blast. We were enjoying the entire night. Lance actually came over and I saw him and I was like, oh my God, I loved Lance. So I was like, I have to get a photo with Lance. If you're a true Chris Brown fan, you know all the dancers, you know who everybody is. So I ended up taking a photo with Lance and he was really nice. Our photo didn't even come out right, so I tapped him and I was like, hey, sorry, can we get one more? And he was more than willing to do so. He was like, yeah, of course, not a problem. Now for the interaction itself, that was actually I'm still literally shaking, and it's been 2 days since it happened. I'm in bliss, and it's I don't know when I'm gonna shut up about this or when I'm gonna come down from my high, because that was literally insane. Highlight of my life. So people were asking me, was it staged, or did somebody come to me beforehand and pick me or whatever? No, that's not what happened at all. I literally just saw him when he stepped down from the stage, and he was on the other side. He was interacting with the crowd, and he was walking through. So I was like, oh, maybe he's gonna come over to this side. I really didn't know, so I just flipped the camera around and I started recording myself just in case, because I was like, if this happens, oh my gosh. So yeah, it did end up happening. I'm laughing because Chris literally eyed my husband down before walking over to me, which I thought was hilarious. And my husband also thought it was funny too. But I didn't know that he was gonna do that. So I stuck my hand out and he grabbed my hand and we had our little moment. He was singing in my ear. A lot of y'all keep asking, what does he smell like, bro? Heaven.
I think the first thing that is wrong is that it feels like, and I wouldn't even say wrong, but it's something that I would personally think that that is something that you probably shouldn't do, especially while your husband is there. I mean, whether he's there or not, you really shouldn't be acting like that. But I don't necessarily like the word of being a fan. To me, a fan is exactly what it is, a fanatic of another person. And when you start to become a fan of someone, you almost lose your own values and your morals. And you become so infatuated with this person that you are willing to almost do anything and put someone else down who you may care about in the midst of doing that. And I'm not saying that that's what she did, but I mean, because he was okay with it. I personally don't know any man who's going to be okay with another man dancing all up on your woman in front of him and grinding up on them and doing everything that you would only do with your spouse. So the fact that her husband, apparently her husband, was okay with it is a little mind-boggling. And I'm not sure if he's an alpha man, because if he was, I'm not sure that she would be doing half the things that she was doing. I can't particularly play the video because it was too explicit, but he was grinding all up on her and she was in the video dancing, and he's in her ear. I think it's just a little too much, but that's me. And we always wonder, she's married, so it's different for her, but for single women, just know that anything you put on the internet is always something that could be retrievable.
That man smells so good. Like, I don't even know how, after performing and doing all these shows, like, he smelled amazing. So yeah, I'm literally still like, ugh, like I can't get over this. Like, I'm never gonna live this. Yeah, so that's pretty much what happened. If y'all have tickets to go to this tour, you're gonna enjoy yourself. It was amazing. I had a blast. I wish I could just relive that day over and over and over again. But yeah, so if y'all are going, congratulations.
Like they say, if you like it, I love it. I particularly would not allow another man to do the things that Chris Brown been doing on these tours. I think it's a lot, and I think that women should be a little bit more aware of how they're putting themselves out there and how is that being a reflection of the person that you with. Drop your comments in this. Drop your comments in the comment section below. I love to hear your comments and your feedback. Until the next video. Bye.